So next we're talking about relationship patterns and patterns in life. Okay, so it's kind of in general patterns, but also specifically pertaining to relationships. So why this is important is there's the saying, what gets measured gets managed. Okay, so we are going to measure things. Now, there's another word as well. There's a pastor I heard it use it, Pastor Andy Stanley. The word is prudence. So prudence means, or to be prudent means you measure past results. Okay, so when we take a look at the past, that gives us a guideline of what is happening in our lives now. When we take a look at what we're doing now and our behavior now and our plans now, it kind of indicates on where we're going. It's our plan. So it shows us possibly what could happen in the future. So if we draw a line between what happened in the past, what is happening now, we can basically predict where we're going to be in our future, especially regarding relationships. We can see where a relationship is heading by observing past and current behaviors. For example, if you get to know someone, it takes you at least 3 to 6 months to really know what their intention with the relationship is. That's why it takes a very long time to really uncover someone's past patterns in their relationships and to be able to determine what they are going to do with the relationship you have with them. Sometimes in ourselves, this is very important to recognize. So I don't use this specifically to psychoanalyze other people. I use it to analyze myself and to create growth points. For me, because I'm a natural collaborator and I want peace and I want to nurture people and I love people and I give to people, it's one of my highest values. I tend to have a lack of consistency. So I'm not consistent. Because I'm not consistent, I struggle to have healthy boundaries. Now, the reason I know this is because I saw a pattern. I saw that I let myself open myself up to be manipulated and to be used and to be the middleman and to be not to earn enough respect, or the respect that I'm supposed to get isn't coming to me. And one of the reasons why, or the major reason why, is due to the lack of boundaries. And the only way I could have seen this is when I took a look at the patterns in my past. Now, how this played out is I learned new skills, I adapted it to my current situations. Now, it's very important. This didn't exempt me from this pattern repeating itself again. What this did was it gave me the knowledge on how to deal with that pattern when I saw and recognized it. And this was the game changer. This helped me to really redefine my relationships and make them healthy. And so sometimes what we allow will continue to happen. And when we do these measurements, it just helps us to identify what to stop and what to begin to do. They say that about 75% of all people are generally and sincerely kind and nice. Okay, they've got good intentions. Nobody wakes up thinking, today I'm going to stare passively, aggressively, stare into the distance while my spouse talks to me. Nobody wakes up like that. We turn into that due to communication problems. So the things that we allow will continue to happen. If there's these kinds of problems in your life, then it boils down to communication. You've got to go set clear boundaries, demand respect or earn respect. I don't like the word demand, but we kind of do demand respect in certain situations, and you do this by communicating what you need, communicating your boundaries, communicating what you value and what you feel is fair trades. Sometimes we become trapped in unfair trades because we allow it. We didn't set the boundary. We didn't communicate what we needed. When we communicate what we need, other people will normally do the same. And when both of everyone's cards are on the table and everybody knows what they want and need to get out of a relationship, that's normally when it's achieved. So it all boils down to communication skills when you want to end a pattern. But first, before you can end any patterns, you need to recognize them. We can also recognize patterns in our health. Like there's certain things that I continuously had to struggle with until I learned, hey, this is a pattern. This is because I'm doing XYZ wrong. And the XYZ was simple things. It was like not sleeping enough, not drinking enough water. So there's got to be a baseline, a foundation on which you build everything else. And you can only really identify them by identifying the patterns. So that's why keeping thought journals are so important, because it helps you to track patterns. Everything that we track and measure in our life is actually something that opens up doors for us for improvement.